Yeah, so the workout block part of the nutrition plan with 80-Day Obsession is coming out this week, which I touched on a little bit in the launch party group. But what that is essentially like a 5-hour block of what containers you're supposed to be eating for your pre-workout meal. And that's like an hour to an hour and a half before you work out. Then you have your Energize 15 to 20 minutes before you work out. You work out. Your recover is like 20 to 30 minutes afterwards. But I also think there's a purple with it, I think is what Courtney said, but we'll find out on Thursday. And then your post-workout meal, which I'm not sure how long after the workout that's supposed to happen. But that part of the nutrition plan will be released on Thursday, which is really exciting because I think we can start implementing that right away with whatever workout we're doing, and kind of get used to that part of the time nutrition. I know I kind of addressed this too, like early morning workout people. I'm not sure the answer yet, but I know in the 80-Day Obsession nutrition plan, there are like sample days that she has for like, if you work out at this time, this is kind of what your day would look like. If you work out at this time, this is kind of what your day would look like. And I think that's one of the perks of being in Autumn's group, Autumn's test group, is that she'll be able to go more in depth in her live videos and things like that about the time nutrition and about kind of our hurdles that we're having to overcome, whether it's because you're working a 12-hour shift, because I know we have lots of nurses on here, or having to work out early in the morning for certain things like that. So that's, I think, one of the big things about being in her group is just kind of getting the inside, tips and tricks that then we can go into our launch group and share with our challengers as well. So we're just going to touch a little bit on 80-Day Obsession. Abby, are you talking about A Little Obsessed? No, it's not released till the 20th.
I think I read it yesterday. Didn't Lauren post about it?
Oh, really?
I think I clicked on nutrition. I think it's listed.
Is the nutrition already listed, just not the workouts?
I saw stuff about pre, but I just didn't go in depth. I think it's all there.
Huh, maybe.
Doesn't it start? When's the 20th? Is that Monday?
It's like Thursday.
Oh. I'll have to look. I thought I read stuff about it, but maybe it was something.
20th is
Wednesday. Okay, so it may be on there now, but I know for sure by the 20th is when it's supposed to be released. So to be an Autumn's test group, which is essentially this, they haven't done this before. Autumn has ran groups on Facebook before, but it literally can be for anybody. It can be for a challenger, somebody that's not working with a coach. I mean, literally anybody can get into it. And so they end up being massive and they're not controlled very well, but I know this one is going to be strictly run by Autumn, and I'm sure she has some people in there helping her. But you have to be a coach, and to trigger your invitation to the group, you had to have purchased one of the bundles, whatever that is, whether it's the basic or the mega or the in-between. That's how you get your email to be a part of the group. So I think it's going to be really fun. Courtney said that, and I know it's different than like what their test group did, that was pretty intense. And, but she said she kind of went in not a huge Autumn fan, which I know some people, like with any trainer, you either like love them or you're like, I can do without them. But she said Autumn was like so amazing in the test group, was super involved, like went live all the time. If you tagged her in posts, she would come back and answer. And she's been like doing team calls for all of the coaches and just super involved, you guys. She is like so believes in this program and what it's going to do, that she's just wanting to make sure and get it in the hands of anybody she can and help anybody she can. So yes, thanks Logan for answering questions. Yes, you still have time. The discount, everything's discounted $10 right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, it's $10 until the 15th. And just like Logan said, you have to purchase before then to be in the beta test group. And she will likely be using, some of the participants before and afters and things like that, like you could very well be chosen to be part of like the materials for 80 Day Obsession. So that's exciting too. Let's see. Were there any, like, this call is not going to go into depth on 80 Day Obsession, but are there any quick questions I can answer? If you haven't watched Leslie's video yet that she went live in the team page last night, be sure and watch that, because she has some great tips and tricks about how to go about getting other people involved, going back and getting your previous customers, previous coaches that may have kind of fallen off, re-engaged, as well as getting new people involved. So be sure and watch that. I'm going to share Courtney's team call that she did with all her information about the 80 Day Obsession. So, you know, when you're getting ready during the day or something, just listen to it. That's the bulk of where I've gotten my information from. If you go to YouTube and you search 80 Day Obsession, Autumn Calabrese, like I said, she's done team calls for like all the test group participants. So like I watched the Fitzgerald's team call, I watched Fit and Funky's team call, and they're all generally the same. You know, she's sharing the same information, but just trying to get used to what's going to be happening. But don't spend all your time listening. I'm saying, if you're in the car, need something to listen to. If you're getting ready, need something to listen to. The wake up call with Miguel, what was that, 2 weeks ago maybe, or the Monday before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving? Listen to that with Miguel and Kim. He talks about how to get re-engaged with your customers, but just start sharing it. Start sharing that we're going to have a fun team launch group. We're going to be doing it together literally from day one. And like Jordan said, don't be afraid to start with a mega pack. You never know when people are like, heck, I'm ready to go all in and I need to do this. That sounds awesome. Sometimes that can be scary, but then you can always say, hey, that's okay if you can't afford that. We've got these options too. You'll get good results there too. So, does that kind of help with some of the uneasiness maybe?
One thing that I want to add too is stressing the importance of this group that Autumn is doing with Just Coaches. So just last night, I was able to bring back a coach of mine who had kind of fallen off and had canceled and was at a customer status. And I knew that she was wanting to do 80 Day Obsession. And so I just talked to her about, you know, you're wanting to go all in and do this. I mean, not just for the discount, but getting you in this group with Autumn could potentially be something that is really your game changer, because as, you know, motivating as everything is, we are in the groups, like being in this kind of group with Autumn is just going to be that next level. So if you guys have maybe discount coaches or customers who have kind of been like advocates for the products, like done a couple programs already and they want to do it, like use this as a great way to introduce like coaching to them. Because I know that talking to people about signing up as a coach is scary, but use this group with Autumn for a little bit of leverage, and just stress the fact that it's exclusive only to coaches. And because I know that a lot of you on here who I'm looking at, like, all have, you know, a few people specifically that you should be bringing into this Autumn only coach test group. I'm not going to be able to do 80 Day Obsession along with everybody because I'm not even going to be a month postpartum yet, but I'm still going to get my little accessory bundle so that I can still qualify to be in the group, so that I can still be in there, be part of the energy, and help encourage all of my girls that are going to be in there as well. So just because maybe your calendar isn't like lining quite up with the program, or you're a little on the fence, or you're just not sure, just take that leap of faith and join it. And like we said, we have until January 14th. It's like up until, it's really loud. It's up until the day before the program releases for you to be able to get into this group. So
yeah, absolutely. So you guys just start sharing it. We've got plenty of time. I know that it can be a little bit overwhelming because there is a lot of information and it's different. It's something different than we've ever had the opportunity to share before, but we're all learning together. You guys, we have a month until it starts pretty much. We have a month to talk to people, to get people on board. That also means if you have people that aren't quite ready for 80-Day Obsession, get them going now on 21 Day Fix, A Little Obsessed that comes out this week. And they'll be ready by 80-day, whenever it comes out. It's all about the mindset, is what Autumn says. She said, we had this prototype of this person that we designed this program for. And yes, we intended them to have a baseline of fitness and to maybe not have more than 30 pounds to lose. But the test group blew all of that out of the water, which it does every time. And she said, so it's all mindset. You guys, Coach Tulin, if you guys don't follow her or haven't looked at her page, first of all, she's an incredible coach. She is overweight. I mean, she's lost a ton of weight, but she's a bigger girl. Her husband has MS and does everything in the wheelchair. He did it. If he can do it, we can do it, you guys. It's just about the mindset and creating that mindset belief in the people that we're bringing on to do that with us. Okay, you guys? Okay, so today we wanted to just talk to you guys about our vision for 2018 with our team, with moving forward with our challenge groups and things like that. I was on a call with Summer the other day, and some of you guys were on there, and she talked about if you aren't going to do something different next year, nothing's going to happen. If you're content with where you are, yeah, maybe things are good, but you've got to change things up to create excitement for yourself, create excitement for your customers, for your coaches. And so that's what we're doing. We had an incredible 2017, you guys. I think the challenge groups worked great. I loved the 365 challenge group. We had a lot of growth on our team, but it's time to change things up just a little bit, okay? On our leader call the other day, we talked about this year, we want to fail big. And I know that sounds really weird and really funny, but if you don't plan to fail big, you're not going to take any risks, right? With anything, with your personal health and fitness journey, with your coaching business, with life in general, your marriage, your kids, whatever it is. If you're not willing to take a scary leap of faith and take a jump, then, and play it safe, you're just going to remain the same. Okay. So this year we're planning to fail big, which means we're going to try some new things. We're going to have some really big, scary goals. And if we fail, we're still going to be way above where we are right now, which is in a pretty incredible place. Right. So I'm going to just kind of briefly say what we're going to do, and then some of the other ladies are going to go into more detail. So we did our 365 group this year for Challenge Group, adding people in as they were ready, which I think went really well. There were some things that I think we were missing in that group. And those of you that kind of joined us when we were doing the 30-day groups may have noticed that. But so our plan moving forward for 2018, we are going to do monthly 30-day groups and have a graduate 365 group. Okay. That way people can get started all at the same time. We're going to graduate in 30 days, and then we're going to move on to our 365 group. So I know Leslie's not on here. Logan, do you want to talk a little bit about the reasoning behind the 30-day groups and kind of our vision for that?
Sure. So when I first started coaching, or even being a challenger, that was the format for groups. And every month a new group would start and we'd be in a new page, and then this year, like you guys are all familiar with, we did our 365 group that was ongoing through the whole year for 2017. What we're going to do for 2018 is kind of a, like Haley said, kind of a combination of the both. We are going to have our graduate 365 group, basically anybody that's in that group right now, or anyone who, you know, has kind of gotten settled in their kind of like fitness routine and everything. That's where they're going to be. Our 30-day groups are going to be for brand new people who are just getting started on their journey. We are going to have a specific start date for these groups every single month. It's going to be the same on the calendar, so you are always going to know like when to invite people to these groups. And it's going to follow kind of a marketing plan format that we've set up for the year. So the first week of the month is always going to be Clean Week. After Clean Week, we will go into a prep week for the 30-day group. So that's going to be your like transition week from getting your customers turned over from Clean Week, inviting them to our 30-day group. And then the 30-day group will always start the third Monday of the month? And that's going to be, I don't know if they're always technically going to be like exactly 30 days, but it's going to be about 4 weeks, like a 4-week long focused group where we really go through those things that people just need to know in the beginning, as far as like meal planning, how to even get on BOD and access your workouts, how to all the different features of BOD, like Fixate and all of those like really basic things that sometimes we in the 365 group forget to give people. So they're all going to get the same, you know, kind of condensed 30-day little boot camp. And then at the end of that group, they are all going to like kind of graduate together as a class. And we're going to introduce them into our like 365 group and do a big celebration for them as we welcome them in. And then a new month will start with Clean Week and then inviting to our next like 30-day group type of thing. So that is kind of our plan. We're hoping to really give people, we want the 30-day groups to stay small so that we can give that kind of like focused attention in the beginning. So that's why these are going to be for brand new people that are signing up that month. And then after they've gone through the 30 days, they graduate into the big group. They don't stay like revolving in the 30-day groups forever and ever. We will have a little bit more structure in our 365 group as far as like things that we're posting and stuff. And this is going to be amazing for you guys, because not only are you going to have a specific like date to invite people to, like this is when my group is starting, because I feel like that is really important. If you don't have like a specific date to necessarily invite people to, it gets kind of hard to be inviting or like put out calls to action on your social media. So you guys are going to have a specific date to invite to. You guys that are bringing people in, like we're going to give you a lot of responsibility, because we really want you guys as newer coaches stepping up to really help lead these challengers and get them started on the right foot. So you guys are doing amazing helping us with our Clean Week groups. And this is just going to be kind of the next transition in really helping you guys learn like how to coach your challengers, because I feel like that is kind of one of the scarier things when you kind of transition from being a challenger yourself into being a coach, is like, well, crap, well, now I'm responsible for people and like I need to help them. But so this is going to be a good stepping stone in helping teach you guys how to coach your challengers and how to help grow new coaches under you, as well as we create more advocates for our lifestyle and everything. So does anybody have any questions?
And you guys, we're keeping it as, a team group, which I think was really incredible this year, because I know when I started, I felt like I had to run a group by myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I only get like one person in my group? And then what happens if I forget to post in the group that day? Or what happens if whatever? But you guys, you don't have to do this alone. That's why we're on a team. And that's why we've decided to continue running them together, because not only do we feed off each other, but our challengers feed off of our excitement, our community, and want to be a part of that. And so, I don't want you to ever feel like you're having to do this alone, because there's no reason you should feel that way. We are doing this together. We absolutely want you guys, to take some responsibilities in the group and help us lead it when you have new people join us, because we want them to see your face in there, see your sweaty selfies, still being that best challenger that you can be. But it's not all on your shoulders. Okay. We're here for you. We're all going to help each other out. I'll help everybody's challenger succeed. So this is for absolutely anybody in the downline, whether you ran, our 365 group with us last year or not. Like, we're starting brand new. It is up to you and where you want to put your challengers, but this is open to anybody. Okay, you guys. And
we're also going to get you guys more involved in the planning of the monthly groups as well, as far as like what the fun name of the group is going to be for the month and what kind of challenges and things we want to run. So we want you guys, sometimes we just like run out of creativity. So we want your guys' input. So we're going to be having some more like planning meetings so that
and it might be kind of something like this, because I think it was fun. Maybe do a workout on the Saturday morning and then have like a round table meeting, and we'll throw out ideas for the next month and go from there. And Renee's about to kind of talk about, like Logan touched on our schedule, but she's going to go more into detail on when we're going to get started with all this. And then I'll kind of talk about how we're going to transition from our current 365 group into the new year. So Renee, if you want to talk about our schedule.
Okay. So first of all, that was so much fun, like working out with everybody. That's my first time ever doing like a Zoom workout. So fun. Okay. So in the past, like Logan said, when we started, it was like a new group every month, and we didn't have Clean Week. It was just free groups that we randomly ran that we had to come up with all the content for, and were a lot of work. So Clean Week has been awesome for that, pretty much giving us all the material, and we just reuse it every month, which is amazing. So the plan is for next year, our Clean Week group will be usually the first week of the month. January is going to be different because the first week starts on New Year's Day, and we obviously don't want to start Clean Week on New Year's Day because everybody's going to be hungover. So we're going to start it the week after. So January will be a little bit different than the rest of the months, and we'll obviously like play it month by month, and play it by ear depending on the dates. But we'll also have the team calendar in the group every month, so what week Clean Week is, what week our new 30-day group is, and what week we'll transition them to our graduate group. So for January, our Clean Week is going to start on the 8th, and that's going to run through that week. So then we are going to have that following week as our prep week for the 30-day group. So we'll have the 30-day group ready by the end of Clean Week. That way we can add those people who want to jump all in with the challenge pack, and we can get them prepped and ready and they have time to get their materials in. And then we'll start on the 22nd with them for our new 30-day group. So that's going to be our first 30-day group for our new challengers. And that's only brand new people, like newbies. So if you get any new people this month, just add them to the 365 group. And we'll just keep kind of doing what we're doing for now. And then we will add any new people. Like I would say if it's, after New Year's, then just either throw them into Clean Week to kind of give them a peek of what it's going to be like. And that way you can get them ready for it. And then we can kind of get them prepped, even if they have their materials and everything like that. And then you can throw them in the 30-day group too. I wouldn't put them in 365 if you're going to save them for that clean week group. Even if they sign up with a challenge pack, just put them in that clean week group. And then we'll transition them to the 30-day group, and then we'll graduate them to our 365 group. 80-day obsession launches the 15th of January. So that's kind of our prep week. So January might be a little crazy with, the different groups going on. And that's what we are really trying to lessen the crazy so that it's not so overwhelming. So don't feel like you have to post, 25 times in different groups or anything like that. Like, just do your best to add value where you can. And then the other thing that we were talking about doing in January is doing a 3-day refresh as a team after the new year. Bonnie's like, yeah, which I'm sure we'll all need after the Christmas and New Year's festivities. So we talked about, I have on my calendar the 5th, 6th, and 7th, but I think we talked about doing it. I know that somebody said, Jordan was talking about the 12th, 13th, 14th before 80-day obsession.
Yeah, I think that's what we decided.
Yeah, so I think we switched that to start just right before 80-day obsession, since most of us are doing that program. And so we can do that and get that done. Hi.
Hello.
I see Dad put you in your nice white shirt to go out to the shop. Okay, see you later, bud. Why do the husbands dress them in like they're nice?
Why does he always put them in dress clothes? Like when they're gonna.
He took him to the cabin the other weekend, and he came home and Gunnar had his hands in his pockets, and I'm like, "What pants are those?" Oh yeah, wedding pants.
His wedding pants. Yeah.
His wedding pants that they went to the cabin with. He's like, "Well, he dressed himself. I thought they were sweats," and I'm like, "No, not sweats." Anyways, so the 3-day refresh is also really awesome to start advertising like right after New Year's, because everybody's going to want to do a cleanse, and 3 days is so doable. And, we just kind of that curiosity marketing. We want to say, I'm going to do a 3-day plant-based cleanse, and don't really say 3-day refresh. And you could even show them, if you decided to do it a week early and wanted to do it before a clean week, you can just like have a picture of, your shake or the vanilla fresh or whatever. We have tons of transformation photos for 3-day refresh that we can post. So maybe, do we have an album, Logan, in OFE for that, for 3-day refresh?
No, but we should make one.
Yeah. So we'll try and add those photos to that, because I know we have like a transformation album, but it'd be nice to have a 3-day refresh one too. So going forward, first week of January is going to be our clean week. Third week will be our 30-day group, and then we'll add them to that graduate group. And the names we talked about for January for I'm like shaky. It's freezing ass cold in our office because the heat does like not come back here. So I'm like, January Jumpstart is going to be the name of our clean week group. So you can start advertising for that, January Jumpstart. And then for the 30-day group, New Year, No Fear is the name. And when you guys see us posting or see, Logan or Haley or me or whoever posting like on our IG stories or advertising for like our January Fit Club or this or that, we get a lot of messages like, hey, should I be like, is this something? It's just our groups that we talk about. Like, it's literally our clean week group or our challenge group that we're talking about. So you can call it whatever you want. You can use the same name that we use. But that's all it is. And a lot of it is that urgency, just getting them, people are like, well, Fit Club, what Fit Club are you talking about? Like, they want to know. It's just kind of that marketing tactic that you use to get them interested and to, get them wanting to ask you more information about it. And then the resolution refresh is going to be our 3-day refresh theme. And we'll probably, are we going to do a separate group for that? Or is that just going to be for, I don't know that we talked about that.
I don't think we'll do a separate group for it. I think we can run it because I bet a lot of our 80-day obsession people will want to do it. And that's mainly us, as a team. So we can run it in there as well as, talk about it in the Good Vibes tribe or something.
Yeah. And I guess if you get new customers that are wanting to do the refresh, you could, we'll have our 30-day group ready to go, so we can just add them in there and do the refresh in that group. And then we can move on to the people that actually jump in and everything. Yep. And then I think that's about it for the schedule. And like I said, if you don't remember the dates or remember the weeks or anything like that, we should have the calendar in the team page. And if you just use the search bar at the top and just type in calendar, it should pop up.
It's usually the pinned post. I usually try and set it as the pinned post. So
and that's
at the top. Just
as a team. And you guys don't have to do those dates, but like Haley said, just with the experience that we've had, our groups usually run a lot better, and there's a way more engagement when we're doing it together, because if they see us posting more, they're more apt to post. I've done groups by myself or even just with one coach, and it's me and the other coach posting. So if they see other people that they don't know are coaches posting, they're like, oh, okay, well, they posted their food or they posted their sweaty selfies. So now I feel more comfortable doing it. Just like in our 365 group, our newbies probably wouldn't be posting if it was just a couple of us saying posting. So
for sure. Awesome. So I hope you guys had your calendars out and wrote those dates down. But overall, for the year, first week of the month will be clean week. Second week is going to be our prep week. Third week will be our 30-day group. And that'll run for 4 weeks. And then they'll graduate into our ongoing Good Vibes group, which I'm going to talk about now. We are going to start fresh with that group as well. Okay. So after the days between Christmas and New Year's, we will have a new ongoing 365 Good Vibes group, just to kind of clean things out, you guys, right? Starting fresh. It's a new year. We'll talk about it every day. We will have a link to where people can request to join. If you notice that some of your challengers or maybe your coaches are not requesting to join, this is your chance to reconnect with them and say, hey, I just wanted to make sure you saw that, in 2018, we're opening a new group. That way we can start fresh. I see you haven't added yourself yet. What's your plan moving forward? Just to kind of make sure, one, that they saw it, because things can get lost in there, right? It's a big group right now. And two, just to, talk to them about their New Year's goals. And maybe that's when you can talk about 80-day obsession. But we're just going to start fresh. It's still going to be Good Vibes. And that's going to be our graduate group. Okay, you guys? So everybody that's in there is going to move to the graduate group. Just like they said, brand new people will be in 30-day groups. And one other thing is the 80-day obsession group is going to be on the Challenge Tracker app. Okay, we're not doing it on Facebook. We're going to do Challenge Tracker app. That way we can really track our workouts, track our Shakeology. And we used the Challenge Tracker app the first of the year this year. And I know it has evolved a whole lot over this year. Now you can do videos and you can do all sorts of things, but we want to keep it more of a test group feel. And so we will be opening that app or that group the first week of January. And what I will do is send invitations to you guys. And then those of you that have people like your coaches, your customers that are going to be doing it with us, I will need to know so that we can make sure and make you a coach admin so that you can add your people, because whoever you add, they'll see you as their coach. So like if I added everybody on here, I would be considered your coach in the group. So you'd be like notified when I would make posts instead of like Logan adding, Leslie and Renee and things like that. So, but we're going to do it all together as a team. We're going to do it with our customers that are signing up for that. Like I said, we're going to open it up the first week of January. We're going to go through a prep week starting the 8th, because that's when the full nutrition plan is released. And then we're going to go January 15th for 80 days or 12 weeks or whatever it is. So is that like clear as mud, you guys?
The other thing too I wanted to add about the grad group, which is our 365 group, is when our people finish their 30-day group, we're gonna, you're responsible for introducing them into our 365 or grad group. So, just like we do when we introduce people now, just do a little pic collage. You can put like their names on it, and just introduce them and make it a big deal. Like it's a big deal that they got through 30 days, their first 30 days of, their health and fitness journey, and that now they're ready to join the big tribe and really keep pushing forward for the new year, and things like that. So just like that's what we'll do to transition them into that group. We'll kind of probably like not close down, but we won't be posting in the 30-day group. Once it's finished, we'll start a brand new one for the next round of people that are ready to go.
And we also we maybe get you guys' opinion on it. We had talked about Renee like making a collage of all our girls that were in the 30-day group and like introducing them as, hey, welcoming our January grads to our 365 group, and listing their names and things like that, rather than 40 different posts introducing new people. So what do y'all think? Would you rather do like individual, or here's our grad class, and then like in the comments, maybe I could be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Renee's here. She rocked 21 Day Fix and now she's ready to go, and maybe recognize them more individually that way. What do you think? Exactly what came to mind. Because I think it kind of, like Bonnie was said, the teacher made the grad thing excited, but kind of carry that over. Hey, it's your graduation day. Now we're introducing you into our grad group. Y'all are a class type of thing. Is that corny?
No, I think that's cute. I like it.
Okay. So, and that'll be one of the things that we talk about like on our roundtable discussion is like, hey, who wants to make the collage of our ladies this month for the grad picture, and introduce them into the group. And so one person can do that. And then, like I said, make sure you go love bomb them in the comments and individually, just be excited for them. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Rather than just like 40 different people posts. Picture something they can keep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun too. So I'm really excited. I mean, it's not huge changes, you guys, but it's just tweaking what's already done well for us this year, what went well for us the year before, and kind of like combining them. I think you guys that have not experienced a 30-day group are really going to enjoy it, because it really is like just the community of everybody starting on day one together and feeling like we are truly all in this together. Because I know I've had some people I've added recently and they're like, these people have been together for like 8 months already, and I'm just starting. I haven't worked out at all, and these people have been, and just kind of erases that feeling. We're starting fresh and we're all doing it together. And so I'm really excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. I think it's going to be great for social media and kind of the ease of marketing our challenge groups. We'll have, like I said, we'll have fun names for them every month. We'll have a deadline, which creates that sense of urgency to get people to get on board. And there's always going to be a place, even if you get people throughout the month, there's always going to be a place you can add them to. Whether that's, hey, we're going to go hardcore on January 15th when we get started or whatever. our 30-day group is. But I'm going to stick you in this clean week first. This is where we're going to get started. Even if they signed up with the challenge pack rather than clean week, because I want them to be in a group right away, right? So I'm going to put them in clean week, then we're going to move to prep week, and then we'll start 30 days. So I think it'll be really good, you guys. And it'll be a learning curve for all of us because it is something new, but we'll kind of work out the kinks. We talked about, trying this for like the first quarter of the year and then kind of reevaluating and see how things are going, see what we're going to change, and go from there. So I hope you guys are excited. I think 2018 is going to be awesome. I'm really excited about the things that corporate is doing to make sure we are re-engaging with our current customers that maybe have fallen off, because I feel like that's gotten a little lost, where, Success Club is an amazing, amazing thing to strive for. And I want to do that every month. But I love now that they're encouraging and rewarding us for re-engaging with those people that, may have fallen off and need to get back involved with us. They already love the programs. They already trust us. They already know what the groups are like. Maybe they just need a nudge to get back involved. So thank you guys so much for sweating with us this morning. It was so fun. We need to do this more often, I think. And then hanging around and finding out what the plan is for 2018.
One thing before we hop off.
Yeah, for sure.
Is everybody feeling okay with Share a Cart? Because that's a brand new feature that just rolled out as far as how to enroll new people. Confused as hell.
Kaylee, what's your confusion? How can we help you?
Whose confusion?
Kaylee.
Oh,
Kaylee, but then she froze.
You're frozen.
So we've shared a couple tutorial videos into the team page. So if you haven't watched those yet, then make sure that you watch those tutorial videos that show you exactly how to use it. It's super, super simple. I have used it a couple times. I actually used it for the first time like a month or two ago because they rolled it out in Canada before they released it in the US, and I was signing a Canadian challenger and I had no idea what I was doing, and I was like, whoa, this is so different from our regular Coach Mobile. But yesterday when I used it, I just went into my same Coach Mobile app and it was already set up as Share a Cart, and it's basically the same process where you put in their name and their email, and then you can go through and select their challenge pack and things like that. And the cool thing about it is you have the option to add on more to their order. Because so when I very, very first signed up, I told my coach that I wanted to start with a 21-day fixed challenge pack because BOD wasn't a big thing then. So it was your 21-day fixed challenge pack with chocolate Shakeology, and I told her that I needed the Fixate cookbook. But because of the way everything was until just a few days ago, you can't just add a Fixate cookbook or an order of Energize or anything onto your challenge pack order the way that it used to be in Coach Mobile. But now with Share a Cart, you have the option to be able to do that. Our challenge packs that were called
Kickstart.
what was the Kickstart? Yeah, that came with a 3-day refresh with the rest of the challenge pack. Those have gone away. We don't have the Kickstart challenge packs anymore, but what they do have when they're going to check out is it will prompt them and ask them if they want to add a 3-day refresh onto their order. It'll still give them the discount that they would have received if it had been part of the challenge pack. Is that right? As far as I know, yeah. And it will also give them kind of a list of suggested things based on what's already in their cart that maybe they want to add to their cart, as far as maybe some of the performance line or things like that. So it's going to be really cool. It's super easy to enroll coaches and stuff like that this way.
Logan, I'm on it right now. Do you want me to do just a quick little
screen
Perfect. Share? I'm a visual person, so
that would be fantastic.
I know that it's easier to just look.
And with the Share a Cart, if you don't add on a 3-day refresh for them, like when they go to check out with it, it's going to pop it up for them, just like Logan said. And a lot of people we are finding are more likely to add like a 3-day refresh or Energize or something like that because they're right there looking at it, you know, and they're like, oh, well, I'm going to get it as a, you know, discounted if I order it right now. Like I just signed up a girl last week and she ordered the 3-day refresh, whereas like 2 weeks ago before we had the share a cart, she probably wouldn't have, because that would have been something I would have had to say, oh, hey, do you want to tack on another $45 on top of what you're already buying, you know? But since she saw it herself at the discounted price, then, you know, they're a lot more likely to buy the extras with the share cart. So it's been good.
So here's what it looks like once you log in with your email and password. You just go to new enrollment, and then you put theirs in.
Oh my God.
Okay. Either, you know, enroll them as a customer or coach, whatever they decide. And then you have permission, continue. And then here's where you'll shop. So depending on what they want, which most of them end up signing up with the challenge pack, go to the challenge pack link. And then here are all the options. So if they're doing the annual all access, you can do this. And here's the thing I was just thinking about last night. So the annual access challenge pack is discontinuing as far as we know. It's going to go back up to $199 next month. But the 80-day obsession challenge pack is going to be $170 until at least January 15th. And that still comes with everything that they'll need. So it comes with their 30-day supply of Shakeology. It comes with the containers, and they get the sliders and the bands for $170, and they get all access, Beachbody On Demand. So even though I probably wouldn't let people know that necessarily up until the end of the month, because we again want to create that urgency. Otherwise people wait and they wait and they wait. At least in January, you can say, hey, we have this new program coming out. It's, you know, on special for this much money. You get all of this stuff with it. Even if they're not ready for 80-day obsession yet, they'll get those materials for when they are ready to do it. So let's say they're doing all access. You click on Beachbody On Demand. And this took me like a couple of minutes when I first did it, because I'm like clicking on it and clicking on it. I'm like, why isn't it going anywhere? Well, you have to scroll down and come pick. And so whatever they decide, it's, you know, usually just the all access with Shakeology. You click on that. And then this pops up. And then you choose the Shakeology option. So whether it's the 30 serving or the 24 combo packets, and then their flavor, and then here's where you decide whether it's the bag or the box of packets. Add it to the cart. And then this is where it shows up their stuff. Now, you can either send them the email, and that will send them the enrollment, or you can continue shopping to do the add-ons. So like if I wanted to add a 3-day refresh, I'd go to continue shopping. I'd go to, I think it's under nutrition and supplements.
Get it, babe.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm going to give them the 3-day refresh kit without Shakeology, because they'll already have their shakes, and then you add that to the cart. Just a one-time order, add it to the cart.
Ava, I'll get it in a minute, babe.
And then now they have their complete cart. And this is amazing, you guys, because like Jordan said, we you know, and Logan, we didn't have that option before. They had to go, or like a second bag of Shakeology for their spouse. They would have to go on and go back through, log in, go to shop, and go find where to order a bag of Shakeology. So from here, we can add it all on for them. So all they have to do is just check out the one time. They don't have to go back in to reorder any of that stuff. And then you'll just send them the email when they're ready.
And something I've done that I really like with the share cart is you click send the email, and then when it goes to that next screen, you have the option to copy the link to this cart. So what I've done is I've sent the email, and then I will copy the link, and I will either text them or message them, Instagram, DM them, whatever it is. And I'll say, hey, you should be getting an email, but here is the link you can also use to complete your order. That way they're kind of getting it in two places. And it's worked, well so far. You can kind of use that in a follow-up also if you send the email and then haven't heard anything, then say, hey, here's the link in case the email didn't get to you. I'm so excited to get you started, or whatever it is. I think that's a really cool feature as well because, emails, a lot of people don't check their emails very well. So I like that link option.
Megan, I don't know if you can enroll them through Share a Cart for just the 3 months. Do you guys know? I know in the past we've had to just direct them to the link where it gives them the different options of whether they want to do the 14-day free trial, the 3 month, the 6 month, the year, and just make sure that your coach ID is tacked on to the end of that.
I have to go back in and look, but I don't know.
So enroll customer. Let's see if fitness programs. Let's see if it's on here. We can look right now since we're on here and see what the options are. I don't think you can. Let's see if we enroll without purchase. Yeah, you can just do the free membership. So like they can get access to Clean Week with just the free membership. But I think that you have to do the link where I have it saved in my phone so I can send it to you, Megan, but it's the link and then you just put your coach ID on the end of it. That way when they do sign up, they'll sign up under you. And I hate that because sometimes it doesn't work that way. And so you just want to make sure that they have your coach ID. That way they can for sure like sign up under you as their coach. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Okay.
Going through that, Renee.
Now how do I stop share? There we go.
All right, ladies. Thanks for hanging out. It took a little longer, but
that was fun. Bree, this is the push journal. I was gonna show you real quick. So you open it up. The whole